Okay, today's class I are going to discuss about the mainly two aspects of the chemical kinetic chapter. One is order of reaction, the another one is molecularity of the reactions. Now one by one we have to go. First one is order of reaction. Before going to the definition of order of reaction, let us come to know that what is exactly mean by order. Consider for this, consider a general reaction. Consider a general reaction. Consider a general reaction. AA plus BB gives CC plus DD. It is what? The general reaction. For this we are going to write the rate. The rate of this reaction is rate is equal to K into concentration of A raised to X and concentration of B raised to Y. This is the rate of the reaction of particular this reaction. Now what are X and Y here? As I told you, here X and Y are exponents. X and Y are exponents. The sum of these exponents, the sum of what? The sum of these exponents. What is meant by sum of these exponents? That is X plus Y will give overall order of this reaction. Then X plus Y will give the what? The overall order of the reaction. Okay, from that we come to know that the order of reaction is nothing but what? The sum of the powers of the concentration terms. In what equation? In experimentally determined rate equation. Then on these aspects we are going to define what is exactly mean by order of reaction. Say, as I told you, here X and Y are the exponents. The sum of these exponents, that is X plus Y, will give the overall order of the reaction, and here X is order with respect to A, X is order with respect to A. Similarly, what is Y? Y is order with respect to B. Then how to define? Come to the definition of order of the reaction. Okay, thus order of reaction is defined as the sum of the powers, the sum of the power of all the concentration terms. The sum of the what? The sum of the powers of all the concentration terms in the rate law equation is called the order of the reaction. Okay, rate law, how you are going to give the rate law? On the basis of experimental aspects? No. In that basis only we have to define what is the order of reaction? The sum of the power of all the concentration terms in the rate law equation is called order of the reaction. For you have to give any reaction, then you have to give the rate on the basis of experimental evidence, then you are going to add the concentration terms, then it will give the order of that particular reaction. Then the definition of this order is applicable to both elementary reaction as well as complex reaction. ಇದೇ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್, ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಯಾವಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತೇವೆ ಅಂದರೆ ದೋಸ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ವಿಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಇನ್ ಒನ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್. ಅಂಥವಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಯಾವ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ದ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್, ಅಂಥವಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಈ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ನು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಗೂ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್? ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು, ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕಲ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು, ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಅದರ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಏನು? ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಎ ಝೀರೋ. ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಎ ಝೀರೋ, ಆರ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ 1, ಆರ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ 2, ಆರ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ 3, ಆರ್ ಈವನ್ ಎ ಫ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸರ್ ಝೀರೋ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ರೀ? ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಎ ಝೀರೋ ಆರ್ಡರ್, or it may be a first order, second order, third order. Sometimes you can also known as fraction order anta heltivi. So what is mean by zero order reaction? Zero order reaction is one in which the rate of the reaction is independent of the concentration of the reaction. However, zero order antandre enri? Zero order reaction antandre second character olage heltivi. A zero order reaction means that the rate of the reaction is independent of the concentration of the reactant. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ನು ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಂಥವಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಜೀರೋ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಯು ಕಮ್ ಟು ನೋ ದ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್. ಇದು ಜೀರೋ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್. Then how you come to know that? How you are going to find out the... Please remember, order of reaction is obtained from the experimentally obtained rate equation concentration data. Order of reaction ನಾವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? Experimentally obtained rate equation concentration data. That means that so the order of the reaction is experimental parameter. ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ರೇಟ್ ಲಾ ಅಂತ ಬರೆದಾಗ ಅಥವಾ ರೇಟ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಬರೆದ್ವಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಬೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್. Therefore, if we have to calculate order from this equation means it is always a experimental parameter. These are the some characteristics of the order of reaction. Okay, now let us move on to the units of rate constant. That means the rate constant for different order will be different. Rate constant will be different for different order of reactions. Okay, in order to understand the units of rate constant for different order reactions, that is the unit of rate constant for zero order is different, first order different, second order like that. Okay, let us consider a general reaction, that is AA plus BB gives CC plus DD. This is what general reaction. For this we are going to write the rate equation as usual. Rate is equal to K into A raised to X and B raised to Y, where X and Y are what? The exponents, and X plus Y is equal to N. N is nothing but the overall order of the reaction. Is it right? Now I am going to write the unit of K means I have to write in terms of K, that is rate constant K, that is equal to rate divided by A raised to X into B raised to Y. A raised to X into B raised to Y. Okay, then what is rate? As we have studied already, rate of reaction is nothing but change in concentration with respect to time. That is concentration divided by time is the rate of reaction. Concentration divided by time. Then into, what is this? This is nothing but concentration. That is 1 by concentration raised to N, where concentration of A equal to concentration of B. ಇವೆರಡು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಅಂತ ತೊಗೊಂಡಾಗ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ವೈ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎನ್ ಅಂತ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ರೆಸ್ ಟು ಎನ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಜನರಲ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ತೊಗೋಬೇಕು. ಇನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೆ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. ರೇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಂಟು 1 by ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ರೆಸ್ ಟು ವಾಟ್? ದ ಎನ್. ಎನ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್? ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಎನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ವೈ ಅನ್ನಂಗೆ. ವೆನ್ ಎನ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಬಿ ತೊಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಬರೀತೀವಿ. Now, taking the SI unit of concentration is what? What is the SI unit of concentration? Mole per liter, and time is second. Then we are going to write the units for the different or rate constant of the different orders for the rate constant reactions. Now, reaction order units of rate constant ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋಣ. Now, reaction ಯಾವತ್ತಪ್ಪ? ಜೀರೋ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡು ಜೀರೋ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಎನ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಎನ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಝೀರೋ ಆಗ್ತತಿ. n is equal to what? n is equal to nothing but 0. That is order is equal to 0. Then what is the unit of concentration? The unit of concentration is mole per liter. What is the unit of time? Second. Into 1 by, what is the unit of concentration? Mole per liter. Rest to n. What is the value of n here? Value of n is 0. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನಿದೆ? 0 ಇದೆ. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಷ್ಟೇ ಗಮನ ಕೊಡೋಣ. Mole per liter divided by second into 1 by mole per liter rest to 0. Something rest to 0 is always equal to 1. And it will become 1. What is remaining? Only this is remaining. Therefore, the unit of zero order reaction, rate constant of zero order reaction, the unit of rate constant for zero order reaction is mole per liter per second. Okay, this is what? Very similar to the rate of a reaction. Therefore, the unit of rate constant for zero order reaction is very similar to the rate of a reaction. ಎಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ? zero order reaction ಇದ್ದಾಗ rate constant of the reaction ಸೇಮ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ಟು, ಆಮೇಲೆ rate of the reaction ಯೂನಿಟ್ಟು ಸೇಮ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ n equal to 0 ಆಗಿದೆ. Now come to the second one, first order reaction. What is the value of n? n is equal to 1. ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ಡರಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಇದೆ. n is equal to ಏನಿದೆ? 1 ಇದೆ. Come to this one. ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಮೋಲ್ ಪರ್ ಲೀಟರ್, ಟೈಮ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್, mole per liter per second into 1 by concentration mole per liter rest to 1. Is it right now? Then mole per liter and mole per liter will be cancelled. What is remaining? Second per second will be remaining. Therefore, the unit of rate constant for first order reaction is per second. Are you getting my point? The last one is very simple. Second order reaction, n is equal to 2. then mole per liter divided by second into 1 by mole per liter raised to 2. Is it right now? This is one term is cancelled and here one term is cancelled, raised to 2 is there. What is remaining? Second mole per liter in denominator is remaining. Then you have to write per mole liter per second is the unit of second order reaction. It is the what? The unit of second order. Let us just come to know that the unit of zero order reaction is similar to the rate of reaction, that is mole per liter per second. The unit of rate constant for the first order reaction is per second. The unit of second order reaction rate constant is per mole liter per second. Let us move on to the molecularity of a reaction. Then what is the molecularity of reaction? You can directly go for the definitions. What is molecularity? The number of reacting species. The number of what? Reacting species. The reacting species may be atoms or ions or molecules. The number of reacting species that taking part in a elementary reaction, that involved in a reaction, that taking part in a elementary reaction which must collide simultaneously in order to bring about a chemical reaction is called molecularity of a reactions. Roughly we can tell that the number of molecular atoms or ions that participate in the reaction leading to give the product, leading to formation of the product, that is what we can call it as molecular of reaction. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಟಮ್ಸು ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗ್ಯಾವು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತೈತಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲಾರಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಅ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಜನರಲಿ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲಾರಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಅ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ನಾವು ಎದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಈ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲಾರಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಎ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸನ್ನು ಎಷ್ಟು ರೀತಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು? ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಫ್ ದ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಂಥ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಯೂನಿಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇಫ್ ದ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಟೂ, then it is called as bimolecular reaction. If the reaction involving 3 molecules, then the reaction is called as trimolecular ಅಥವಾ termolecular reactions ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಒಂದು ರಫ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. ದ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಯೋಡಿನ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ the hydrogen iodide is the example. See here, it is here one molecule of H2 and one molecule of I2 is involved in the reaction in order to form the product HI. Then the 1 plus 1, there are 2 molecules are involved in the reaction. Hence, this reaction is an example for bimolecular reaction. That means these molecularity of a reactions are mainly classified into 3 types: unimolecular, bimolecular and trimolecular, termolecular. More than 3 molecules of the reaction is, even though balanced chemical ಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ, that is not possible because the simultaneous collision ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ 3 ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ 3 ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂಥ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಎದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಬೈ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ವಿ ಕಮ್ ಟು ನೋ ದಟ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲಾರಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲಾರಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ 3 ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಒಂದು ಯೂನಿಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬೈಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಟರ್ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್. I will give the example. Means what are unimolecular reactions ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ, reaction in which only one molecule are involved in the reaction to form the product. ಅಂತ reactions ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? unimolecular reaction. Example, decomposition of ammonium nitrate. Decomposition of what? Ammonium, NH4NO2, ammonium nitrate. This NH4NO2 will decompose to give N2 plus 2H2O. It is an example for unimolecular reaction. In a bimolecular, a reaction in which 2 molecules are involved in the reaction to give the products. That is bimolecular. Example, formation of HI or decomposition of HI. Both example you have to give. 2HI gives H2 plus I2. And termolecular, remember either trimolecular anta kaltevi, termolecular antanu kuda kaltevi. Termolecular reaction means reaction between nitric oxide and oxygen. Here the nitric oxide react with oxygen to form the 2NO. See here only one molecule is involved, here 2 molecules, and here 2 plus 1. Therefore, the reaction is an example for what we can call it as termolecular reaction. This is about the molecularity of a reaction. After studying the order and molecularity of reaction, let us come to know that what are the differences between order and molecularity of a reaction. It's very important. Sometimes they may ask for 2 marks. Okay, one side order I will write and another one is molecularity. As just you write the definition first. What is order? It is the sum of the power of the concentration in the rate law expression. It is the sum of the power of what? Concentrations in the rate law expression. What is molecularity? It is the number of molecules of reactants taking part in elementary reaction or a rate determining step in a complex reaction. ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಒಂದು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗ್ಯಾವ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪವರ್ ಬಾಲೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಕರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಟು ಓವರ್ ಆಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಆರ್ಡರನ್ನು ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಂದ್ರೆ ಓವರ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲಾರಿಟಿ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲಾರಿಟಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Then it is an experimentally determined value. As I told you repeatedly, order is always given on the basis of experimental aspects, not theoretical value. It is an experimentally determined value and it is a theoretical concept. Molecularity is always a theoretical concept. And the next point is, as you know, order may be a fraction, order may be a zero, order may be a whole number. But molecularity is always a whole number. Please remember, order, it can be a fraction value or a whole number or zero value, but molecularity is always a whole number. And one more thing very important, order of the reaction can be changed with the conditions such as pressure, temperature, concentration, etc. It can be changed, but molecularity is always invariant with the conditions. And these are the some differences. They may ask for 2 marks in your annual examination. At least you should write 2 points in order and 2 points here. It's very important reaction, important concept of this chapter.